Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do the Margarete Miller challenge hopefully this year, and I'm already behind, but I'm going to do week 1, which is a historical figure or event. And I feel bad because I forget who the guy is, but here's my historical figure. I know he's from Pennsylvania. A decorative napkin, which is right here. A magazine ad with bold text. There's my bold text. Isn't that gorgeous? A clock or timepiece. There's a grandfather clock. And found in the ocean or sea. I know they're fictional, but I have a mermaid. So those are my 5 things. I did not do the bonus. So I'm going to glue my napkin on. I put a little strip here already down so that I didn't have to mess so much with getting it started, and I trimmed it down a little bit then. So I will finish putting the napkin on. This napkin I got at either a thrift store or a garage sale, but I think it's from Hobby Lobby. I think on the package, it was a package that was partially used, but I think on the package it's the brand that I've seen at Hobby Lobby. I debated on whether I should cover the whole page or just part of it because a lot of it's going to be covered up, but I decided to go ahead and do the whole thing. We're having very cold temperatures right now. When I checked last night, it was 10 below with 24 below wind chills. And our furnace is just not keeping up. And our bedroom was 46 degrees last night. So we were sleeping in the living room. We have a couple of couches, so my husband took one and I took another. I think there's something wrong with the furnace because I know that those rooms get cold because they're, especially our bedroom, it's the northwest corner, but it doesn't usually get that cold in there. So we've lived in this house for almost 10 years, so I don't remember it getting that cold. I know it would get down in the 50s, but I don't remember it getting down into the 40s. So that's cold. I know there are a lot of parts in the country that are even colder, but okay, let me smooth this out. Such a pretty napkin. And I'm going to trim around it. I'm just putting it on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper for now, and then I will stick it in my notebook later. Not a whole lot to trim on this side, but it will bother me if it's sticking out a little bit. I know it will. Now I have to decide on this which side of this napkin I want, because one side is more distressed than the other, and more pink is showing through on the one side. So I shall have to see here. Alright, remove my scraps. Don't want to lose my little guy there. So this side has more pinkish showing because there's some brown there. So let me put it on here and see what I like the best. Thought I'd lost my mermaid. mermaid I got from a book. Let me scoot some of this over so that it's not taking space, and I can push this up just a little further. And it was a book on how to make jewelry, but the colors of this go perfectly with that napkin. I've got to kind of see where I want things, because that my historical figure, I'm going to have him standing on the tail or fins, or what you call it, of the mermaid, and then there's a ledge right here on the grandfather clock where I want him resting his hand, so it looks a little more natural. So now, do I want that pink showing, or do I want the other side showing? Let me see which side I like better. I probably should have determined that before I did the video, but I didn't. Originally, I was just going to do part of it, not the whole page. I think he stands out more on that other side. Okay, we'll flip it around. And we'll put glue on the back of my ad. This came from an old book. So I just made a copy of it so I could keep the original. Ah! We're supposed to warm up today into the 30s. So hopefully tonight we can sleep back in our bedroom. I'm going to bring this down just a little so I have a little bit of a border. Okay, I've got to figure out where I want my clock. Don't think I'm going to put a border on the bottom. Need the clock down just a little bit. So I'm just going to glue bits at a time so I can get it in the right spot. So he doesn't look like he's just floating in air. When it's so cold like this, I don't even like to go outside and do anything. It's terrible. I didn't have many students yesterday, and I know one mentioned the cold. And my daughter, my youngest works at a preschool. They didn't have very many kids in school yesterday, so other people must have decided to stay home because of the cold. I know that seems kind of wimpy when you live in states that get really cold. Okay. So he's going to rest his hand there. yep, that's where she needs to go. Oh, I moved her. I'm doing something a little different because last year I didn't start the Margarete Miller Challenge till toward the partway through the year, and then we had all the craziness of thinking we were going to have to move and all that, and I just couldn't do any crafting during all that. And so this year what I did was when I made the copies of the prompts and I put them in sheet protectors, and as I found things that might go with different ones, I put them in the sheet protectors. So hopefully I get a little bit ahead. So let's see now if he's in the right spot. Yes, he is. Good, good, good. So I will put glue on the back of my waves and bottom of the sea. Oops, that glue stick is gone. Yesterday I started something I should have brought down to show you. I started making some paper ruffles, and I've tried before. I've made them, but they were so... I was having so much trouble. But I'm making them a different way, and they're actually turning out pretty quickly. Not so slowly, so excited. All right. Let me stick this down here. I wish it would completely cover the number of the page, but not quite. So there's that. I'll put this little guy down. Ah! I just bent him up. Bent his head. I'm terrible about forgetting to put the covers on the glue stick, so I'm trying to be good. Okay, let's stick him down here. Put his hand on that ledge. And I will trim this off. There's a little down here. There. Get some of those wrinkles out, hopefully. So there is my Margarete Miller challenge for the first one. I know you can't see all of it at one time, so I will just kind of move it up a little here. So again, there's my magazine ad with bold text, decorative napkin, historical figure, clock or timepiece, and found in the ocean or sea. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day today. Bye.